Recently, the Craft Guild of Traditional Bowyers and Fletchers held their annual meeting at Forest Hall in Meriden, home to the Woodmen of Arden. The clubhouse was built in 1788. The grounds outside are used specifically for clout shooting. This made it ideal for us to use for testing of war bows. The main hall itself is very impressive and contains many archery-related antiquities and pictures of interest. I found the scoreboards on the wall particularly interesting, spanning almost the entire century from the 1900s. There's also a rather impressive tapestry at one end of the hall. The corridors are dotted with various archery prints and sketches. On the day of the meeting, we used this main hall to assess new applicants. Bows, arrows, strings and arrowheads were all laid out for the masters to see. The room we actually used for the meeting is just next door to the hall and is no less impressive. The walls are lined with Ascams, the boxes used by the Woodmen of Arden to keep their equipment in. This is also the room where we put on display what may potentially be a medieval arrow for everyone to have a look at.
There's no hole into it, but there is what we think is a piece of leather. Yeah. I don't know again whether Philip's got the close-up pictures here, but it's certainly on our YouTube video, which goes in the bottom of the knock and it wraps round down the shaft and it's held in place by the binding, which is right at the bottom of the knock. So there doesn't seem to be any horn in there, but there is that, which either helps to absorb the energy, or maybe is there to stop the string being cut by a rather coarse.
Well, I do that on wires. What leather's in the bottom of the
You do?
Yeah.
The conservation
person. Right, well we need to speak to someone who's in the know, really, don't we?
And then there's somebody else at the Wallace collection. I've got his number, and I'll be seeing David Edge in a week's time, so I'll have a word with him. So he may be.
You could sacrifice the collection, I suppose.
Well, the thing is, it loses its integrity.
Yes, I know it does. It's about
they want really. If it's just a little bit, well, then a little bit is not going to be missed.
No, that's
but no, we need that.
It's not quite.
It's a bit of a dilemma.
It is a dilemma, isn't it? Yeah.
See how it dips there, look, John?
Yeah.
You know, which isn't standard type 16 as such, because you tend to have them fairly. But it is.
It's a beautifully made 16, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing is
it's very delicately made. It's not a, not a big lump.
No, it's not a run-of-the-mill thing, is it? Really, it's been well made. The Mary Rose stuff was largely parallel, but
I mean, there was a mixture.
There was a mixture.
Because, as I say, the one that I measured was definitely the same dimensions as this.
Yeah.
Half inch.
Yeah, no, I'm wrong. There were a lot of bobtails. Yeah. That's true.
But when we spoke in the early days, we spoke to Chapel before that. And he said a lot of them were parallel.
Mixture of what came up, You've got a copy of the archaeological report, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, if I'd known, I'd brought it up.
No, right.
I got the book.
You've got the book?
I got the book.
Yes, you bought it, did you?
No, I was bought it.
Oh, you were bought it?
Yeah, but it's got all my stuff in as well, you see.
The trip we made with the Bowyers and Fletchers down to the museum a few weeks ago, the chap was there who was the diver who found the first bow.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the chap with him. When we were searching on the set, he realised by the shape of it what it was. So he was the guy who actually bought the first bow.
Brilliant. In a way, it's not round the other way, so you can actually see the bar.
Yeah, we'll turn it round.
Yeah.
Okay, shove that back in here. Binding rigid. What would have been? What is that?
The material?
Yeah. Again, we don't know, but probably linen or hemp. It could be hemp.
Very fine for hemp, isn't it?
It's two yes. And I don't know where Philip's got the pictures. Yeah, which shows that it's a two slide.
One of the interesting bits of me anyway is the knot. Most of the insert. And that's not insert. Leather.
John, well, it's usually table.
Looks like it.
Hugh, can I ask your opinion on the arrow?
Well, I'd love to be able to give a definitive opinion, but caution as always in the matter of these things. It's obviously an ancient artifact, a beautiful example of a bobtailed shaft, a superb example of a Type 16 head, the best I've ever seen. Goose fletchings, 6-inch goose fletchings, and with particular interest to me the knock with a piece of leather or something at the bottom, which has been bound into position. Quite an unusual feature, which I've never seen before. Date-wise, difficult to say. Obviously, it is old. I'd hazard a guess that it is late medieval. It may even be 15th century. I think it may be older than 16th century, but that's purely a guess, and I wouldn't want to be any more than quoted as that as a possibility. Certainly, with caution, it is, I think, of medieval type.
Come on then, Hector. What is your genuine opinion?
Of this bloke?
Yeah.
No, do you want an honest answer?
Yeah.
Original.
What's your opinion on the possibility of that arrow being genuinely medieval or similar?
I would give it 85%.
Really? What were your feelings on the head then?
Very well made, of the period. So, what more can you say? Made by an expert. Cut.
So there you have it. All the guild members were obviously very interested to see it, and the overall impression from everybody is that the arrow is indeed old, though obviously trying to date it by just looking at it is pretty much impossible. So the next stage is to have it tested. Now this is where the problem comes in. As it may well be the only arrow of its kind, testing it will most likely mean taking samples of the wood and the feathers. This is a difficult decision. What does everybody think? Do we do it or do we not? Click on the video above if you want to see more of the original video we made of the arrow, which has lots more details, measurements and close-up photos. And obviously contact us via Facebook or however you like. Let us know what you think. Please like and subscribe if you'd be so kind.